Hello, fellow followers, and welcome to FanZcene. And today I have for you, Spielberg gives a big no to Universal for Jaws reboot, which I'm so happy to hear this. And I wanted to go over this with you guys and talk to you guys a little bit about it. And, this is just something so cool. Like, much like Robert Zemeckis will never allow a reboot or a remake of Back to the Future as long as he is alive and holds the properties to the rights to Back to the Future. Hopefully Spielberg continues with this as well too. So let's go over the story. Originally, it was brought by Deadline with the whole Netflix Amblin Steven Spielberg deal they made, but I'm going to be reading the bloodydisgusting.com story. So let's go over that real quick, and I'll give you my thoughts as we go through it. As you see here, it says Steven Spielberg is reportedly still determined to prevent a Jaws reboot from happening. As he should be. We scroll down here. We see a picture from the movie Jaws, which is an excellent movie. This is a classic film, one of the all-time classic films. And if you have not watched this, watch it. And, with it being summertime, perfect time to watch it. So check it out. So we scroll down here a little more. It says, why hasn't the Jaws franchise been brought back to life in well over 30 years, you ask? I've never asked that because it doesn't need to be brought back to life. It's great as is. It continues with, that'd be because Steven Spielberg is incredibly protective of the original classics legacy at many points over the years, promising to never digitally touch it up and also never allow for it to be remade. Thank you, Spielberg, for that. And it seems he still feels just as strongly about that decision today as he ever did. I couldn't agree more. Right? I just could not agree more with that. Deadline notes this week in report about Spielberg's dealings with Netflix, one area Spielberg will not revisit is Jaws. Deadline heard recently that Universal broached the subject to reboot Spielberg's breakout classic, with Spielberg producing, and answer was a firm no. Thank you, Spielberg. Some at Universal and Amblin said that this was already known and not a recent conversation. So it's happened time, which is glad, and I'm glad it's coming out now and letting us know this. It continues to say, Spielberg's Jaws was, of course, followed by 3 sequels in 1978, 1983, and 1987, but it seems to be Spielberg and Spielberg alone who has made sure the franchise hasn't been revived in the 30-plus years since Jaws Revenge. Once again, it does not need to be revived. Jaws was a classic. The sequels maybe not as good as the original, but it had a franchise. It had 4 movies, and I think those 4 movies are good enough, and whether you are somebody who thinks movies are dated or whatever, that's fine. That happens. But you can go back and watch Jaws 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go back and watch them. That's Jaws. That's a franchise. You have them. It doesn't need to be revived. It doesn't need to be rebooted. It doesn't need to be digitally touched up. There's just something classic about the special effects, or just the fact of hearing the done it, and not even seeing the shark till the end. There's something about that, and I don't think it needs to be messed with. Much like the Back to the Futures, how Robert Zemeckis owns the rights to Back to the Future, and he has promised as long as he owns the rights, there will not be any reboots or remakes of Back to the Future, which is magnificent as well too. So this goes on to say, other than the original Jaws getting Blu-ray and 4K releases, as well as being re-released into theaters, and of course continually spawning new toys, games, and merchandise, the franchise hasn't even so much as threatened to unleash a new movie all these years. Once again, it doesn't need to. The merchandise is fine. And also physical media, baby, Blu-ray, 4K, DVD, pick them up, watch them, great. It does not need, this franchise is not dead. It does not need to be revived. And it sounds like that won't be changing anytime soon. Thank you. So if you're worried about a Jaws remake bringing new versions of Brody, Hooper, and Quint to the big screen, you can cast those words out to the sea. For now, it's just not happening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, how about a sequel to The Shallows? Can we get at least one of those? I never watched The Shallows. So, yeah, you can, whatever. You guys can have a sequel to that. So there you have it. Spielberg will not allow a reboot or remake of Jaws, which I am so thankful and happy for. Love or hate Spielberg, with everything that's going on with the Netflix deal, where he said Netflix wasn't like true form of Oscar-worthy entertainment. Now he's making entertainment with Netflix. Whether you love him or hate him, Spielberg has contributed so much to cinema, to filmmaking, to movies. He's one of my favorite directors. He's made so many great classic films, and I'm glad to see that he's sticking to his guns here and not allowing Jaws to be remade or rebooted. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Would you be for a Jaws remake or a reboot? Or are you fine with it as is? I really don't think it needs to be revived because I don't think it's dead. I think you've got so much Jaws stuff you can consume. And, it's just great to watch that and go back and revisit your favorites every once in a while. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you did not like this video, you can go ahead and give it a dislike. It's up to you guys. No hurt feelings here. Share this video out for everybody to see. Please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. I would truly appreciate that. Wherever you guys are, have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. I thank you guys for watching. Godspeed.